Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I am working on the zodiacs, and currently we will be recording Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all cross watchers are welcome here. If you are a new viewer or if you're new here, sorry guys, I'm kind of trying to get all my ducks in a row. If you're new here and you like the way I read, please consider joining our tribe by hitting the subscribe button. Maybe drop us a comment down below that you're new to the channel and where you're from. And for my returning viewers, I love you guys with all my hearts and soul. From the tips of my top of my head to the tips of my toes. Okay, so this is a love reading for the sign of Pisces, about the person on your heart and mind. Okay, this is not a single reading. This is, or should be, for those who have somebody already in their energy, or somebody they'd like to be with, but somebody on your heart and mind. I do use the pronouns he and she, but it is just energy. It doesn't matter what avatar or body that you have. It's just easier for me to understand energy with my guides. If I see feminine energy or masculine energy, and makes it easier for me. Also, how I'm going to do this reading is I am going to do an energy check-in by looking at the storyline. What has happened or what is currently happening in this situation. And I will clarify that. And by the time I'm done doing that, you should know if this is your reading or not. If it does not resonate, then check your moon, your rising, your Venus sign, and your person sign for a cross watch. Oh, let's see. What else do I need to tell you? If you'd like to book a personal private reading, or if you'd like to join Patreon, if you're on a twin flame journey and you're looking for support on that journey, I do a lot of twin flame coaching over on my 1111 tier in Patreon. If you'd like to make a donation to the channel, there is my PayPal link below. Everything that gets donated to the channel is helped to make the videos, obviously, new decks and such. I have a wish list from Amazon. If you donate anything from the wish list, please be sure to send me one question or one topic and your contact email on the gift receipts, because you will get a free 15-minute one question or one topic reading as a thank you from me. And anything else you need to know is in that description box below too. So I think I'm just going to get into it now. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all cross watchers, and it is for the month of June. I'm a few days late uploading because I went on it was kind of a vacation. It was actually a funeral, celebration of life in California, but I made it into a mini vacation, so I'm running a little late. Let's get into your reading. So Spirit, I want to do 2 more shuffles. I've been shuffling like crazy while I was yapping. And then I'm going to cut the deck, and I'm just going to trust the law of attraction that everything is in order. All right, for the sign of Pisces in the month of June, for my viewers' person on their heart and mind. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. 10 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Tower, 8 of Swords, and the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Cups. Goodness. Give me just a minute, guys. I'm sitting in this energy. Obviously, I'm going to clarify too. You know, I've been getting this message just for the last couple of days. It makes me wonder what's going on in the horoscope or astrology. I can always tell when something shifts in the astrology. So I feel like I am reading this from the feminine's perspective. It looks like the beginning of this story is starting off with a feminine energy that really is at a point in her life where she's not compromising her integrity anymore. She's really wanting the other person to be generous, to show up. I'm hearing show up. Show up or show out. There seems to have been, either in this situation or just in her life in general, you know, because the Queen of Swords is the queen of been there, done that, been around the block a couple times. So it doesn't have to be necessarily that this person didn't show up in a balanced way. We'll see with the clarifiers. It just could be that this feminine energy has kind of set a boundary or a higher expectation for relationships. Maybe any relationship, but specifically this relationship. I'm hearing all relationships. I think this Queen of Swords been around the block a couple of times, and she's like, you know, she needs, and I'm hearing a partner, maybe not her partner, but her expectations with a partner is she's tired of overgiving. She's tired of being the glue that holds every relationship together, or she's tired of the glue that holds this relationship together. She wants a solid offer. She wants something that she can bite into and bury in the backyard. It'll be there 10 years from now. Now, when we have pages, this could tell me that this is a newer relationship, or it's a kickstart, a new kickstart. I need to look at, yeah, I wanted to make sure everything was in view. But with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles, it feels spiritual. And I mean, we are reading for Pisces. I'm going to try to read this from both perspectives, because we do have a feminine and a masculine energy on the board. So, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is, it can be about fortune. It can be about assets and stability and financial security. This is the part that's confusing me. All right, sorry guys, when I get to channeling, I really got to look at it. So let's go from the feminine's perspective. If this is from the feminine's perspective, she's like, okay, so bring me something I can work with. Because I know what I want. Or maybe she has the spiritual knowing that there's a destiny of some sort, because the Wheel of Fortune can be destiny. It's also change. This could be a need for change in money, stability, again, commitment. But this could be an offer or an apology of some sort from somebody. I will clarify it. But I'm getting this spiritual vibe. I mean, Pisces, this little fish is making me think of Pisces. This is like, there's a spiritual aspect to this, and there's divine intervention happening here. But the spiritual aspect is what I'm feeling from this Page of Cups. When I clarify, we'll know for sure. But it's almost like this feminine energy has maybe gone through a spiritual awakening, or she's, like I said, been there, done that. And she kind of knows what she needs and what she's building, And she doesn't I think she's just holding a boundary. And then over here we got this masculine energy. And this, I don't think this has anything to do with this queen. I think this has to do with the masculine. I think he's looking at I don't know what this is. I'm going to clarify before I start telling the story. But there's something going on over here in this masculine's energy. And I have to clarify before I know what it is. So let's just get into it. Now, to tell this from the masculine's point of view, there might be fear here. Fear of rejection. This masculine might have kind of sat around too long. Because there's another king here. And, with the Three of Swords. So, it feels to me, possibly, like I said, I gotta clarify. Feels to me like maybe this king sat for too long with the Eight of Swords, overthinking. He maybe didn't act in the way that this queen wanted or deserved. Because maybe she didn't say anything. Because I'm seeing here that, this is overthinking. It could just be that the masculine, this is all in his head, it's like, well, she deserves stability. She deserves something solid. She deserves more than what I can give her. Because something needs to change financially. Or maybe it did. Maybe something did shift financially. And now this king is looking at, because that could be what this tower is, something shifted. And now this king is looking at don't know. I don't know. All right, come on, Spirit. Let's just get to the nitty gritty. It almost feels, I don't want to say it because I might be wrong, and I hate being wrong. But it almost feels like for somebody out there watching this, the masculine's been watching the feminine go through a glow up. And possibly even dating somebody else, or there's another masculine in the picture. And now it's got this masculine, this King of Wands, and I just cut it to the King of Wands, confused and overthinking and wondering if he waited too long, if he's lost her, if she would even consider talking to him or rekindling something. I don't know. Let's just get to it. One more shuffle, and I'm going to cut the deck. We're going to clarify. Bindi, stop it. My dog, she gets itchy. She has allergies. See, I saw this. I put it back in the deck. I wasn't clarifying anything. I just saw this, and then I cut the deck, and there was a card that stuck, didn't want to get picked up, and it's this Two of Wands. I think this masculine is looking at his options. I think he might be fearful that he's losing her, or lost an opportunity, or maybe there's worry. 8 to the 9 of Swords. All right, Spirit, clear, concise messages for the zodiac sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all cross watchers. What is going on with this Queen of Swords? Clarify the Queen of Swords. Two of Swords. Again, there might be options. There might be two choices. Clarify the Two of Swords. There's the Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords. This deck, I forgot to tell you, has two of Swords in it. And I think it's a misprint from the company because I only own one of these decks. But I left it in because I thought, how cool is that? And so we've got the Two of Swords twice, and out of 78 cards. What is the Two of Swords? What is this choice? Pentacles. I mean, look at all the Pentacles. We got the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Two of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Again, I'm not sure that this Queen is whose energy I'm reading. I feel like this is the masculine's energy. And it's like he's looking at all of this. It's like I'm reading his mind. He's like, well, my finances need to change. I need to be more stable. I need to work harder. I need to build something. Because maybe he lost something. Maybe his stability, his security, maybe, you know, he got fired or went through a breakup or divorce that usurped his finances, or just something fell apart. It's like maybe his intentions all along were to come forward with a real solid offer, and then something happened. Something shifted and changed in his finances or in his home or in his stability, or, like I said, maybe a divorce with the Three of Swords. But there's a decision to be made, and I think the choices he's looking at is, what can I offer? Like, and especially if there's another man involved, or masculine energy with the Three of Swords, this masculine, this King of Wands, might know that, listen, I just feel like he's been working his ass off trying to get his life in order before making some kind of a move toward this Queen of Swords, and he's got it in his head, overthinking, over worrying that, you know, it's like he had a plan. Someday, when whatever happened in this tower, when I rebuild, when I'm financially stable, when I work and earn more, when I have more to offer, then I'll apologize, or I'll reach out, or I'll make amends, make it a gesture. And I think he's been working really hard toward this. But he waited too long. He waited for it to be perfect. And it wasn't perfect. And so he waited, and he kept working, and he kept trying, and he kept thinking, overthinking. And now I think maybe there's another masculine energy involved, and now he's wondering, is it too late? That's what I'm hearing. Is it too late? Like somebody else is already possibly making her happy. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Weird. Queen of Wands. Now we got the King to the Queen of Wands. It's like destiny. This is my person. We are, or this person thought, we were this is the one. This is, and I'm hearing, my girl, talking about my girl. But see, when you get the King and the Queen of Wands, especially clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is about destiny. It feels like the glass slipper, the right one, my match Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Again, I'm getting this feeling about money, stability, security, financial security. This person just rolling it around. I mean, the Two of Swords has a blindfold on, and the Eight of Swords has a blindfold on. This person, I feel like they're in the dark. I feel like maybe they've heard rumors, or maybe they've seen pictures on social media, or maybe they're hoping to, but they can't get the information they need. And they're just thinking. What do I do? Can I do anything? Am I too late? Another way I'm seeing this with the King and the Queen of Wands is this person, I need to know what this Tower is before I say anything. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. I need one more on that Eight of Swords. Yeah, back to the Page of Pentacles. It's like that's a big, giant gap in financial security. The Page of Pentacles versus the Ten of Pentacles. It's like this person may feel like they don't have what it takes. And you know, sometimes it's not money, sometimes it's just value, you know? It could be that with the Pride card down here, with the Six of Wands, with Justice. You know, I think this person wanted to be successful. He wanted to say, hey, look at me. Look at what I've accomplished. Look at what I've got to offer you. But something happened here. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups, please. Yeah. Would she even want me? Like everything I have to offer is small. Tell me about the Four of Cups. I feel like this is, I'm reading the masculine's mind. Yeah. Look at, she's just beautiful and attractive and smart and maybe financially independent. Maybe she's really successful in whatever it is that she does. Or, again, with that King of Cups, maybe he's confused and overthinking and wondering, is she even single? Is she even available? And I keep hearing, did I wait too long? Tell me about the Tower. I need to know about this Tower, Spirit. Clear, concise messages on this Tower. Clarity. Clarity on the Tower, please. King of Cups. In comes another king. He's right here with the Three of Swords. In comes another king, and damn, that just blew up the whole plan. Tell me about the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? The Ten of Pentacles. This King of Cups has everything she needs. He's better for her. He's more stable for her. He's got his shit together. And I don't. Or maybe he thinks there's a commitment. One more on the Tower, please. Two of Cups. Another way I could read this, if this is all his or the masculine's energy, is possibly there was a sudden realization of his feelings. Like back here, it's all about work and stability and commitment and money. But I think it's a third-party situation. I think this king might have saw something or heard something or recognized something about maybe this queen already being in another relationship. No longer single, but connected. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. I'm probably getting off camera now. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Sorry, guys, that I don't have... Let me look. No, we're doing good. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Ah. It's like he wants to pull his hat out of the ring. It's like he got this blow to his ego that his girl, because I'm hearing my girl, the one he thought he was destined to end up with, he thought she'd wait. And maybe she didn't. And why didn't she? Because I think he took too long. Or maybe he walked away. Or maybe he took too long and she walked away. Tell me about this Eight of Cups for the Eight of Swords. Clear, concise messages for Pisces. Four of Wands. I think this masculine is thinking that she is happy, that she's committed to somebody else, that maybe she's even considering marriage. And so now he's stuck. He's stuck. He's like, I can't take any, the only action I have to take is to walk away. Because there's... So after I do this, we're going to do the thoughts, the feelings, the intentions, and the actions of the person on your heart and mind. Or the viewer, from the viewer's point of view. Tell me about this King of Wands. Tell me about the King of Wands. It's fire energy, but it doesn't have to be a fire sign. But Leo, Sag, Aries. I think it's just energy. I need one more on that. Look at this. I need one more on that King of Wands. There's the Tower. I really think he was working on this. There seems to be a belief system that this King of Wands has, because I'm feeling this Hierophant is spiritual. Like the spiritual lesson is that he needed to create something here. Tell me about the Tower and the Magician. Yeah, he regrets. He regrets. He regrets not being able to make this a real thing. And in comes the Tower. Tell me about the Hierophant, though. Why is the Hierophant here? Maybe he was married. Maybe he couldn't. Maybe he was in another dynamic, because I did kind of channel that Tower could have been a divorce. Maybe he had to manifest a divorce, walk away from a marriage before he could bring something solid to this. And in the meantime, this feminine found someone else. And now he's just left here feeling sad, regretting the way things unfolded. Tell me about that Hierophant. Ten of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Something ended that left this masculine feeling like he lost it all. It could have been a marriage with the Ten of Pentacles twice. I mean, it was some kind of foundation with the Four of Pentacles. My foundation crumbled, blew up. Maybe a marriage with this Four of Wands. It ended. But if that's the truth, then this masculine was manifesting that. He was working toward that. He wanted that. Maybe he brought the Tower down, but it was too late. Look at Emperor, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups. It just feels like he really had a belief system, a very strong belief system that this was his girl. This is my girl. And I think he might have been stuck in a situation. I'm not exactly sure, but it might have been a marriage or a job or a home. But he manifested an ending. He blew that sucker up. He blew it up. He blew it up. He blew it up. It's like I was stuck, but I'm not anymore. But now there's another person involved. And he can offer her happiness. All I can offer her is nothing. And she deserves, like, she waited a long, there's that Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she waited a long time. When I get the Emperor and the Empress and the Four of Wands together, sometimes it's a twin flame energy for me. But this video isn't going to determine that. This would be a video that just confirms that if you already believe that this is a twin flame journey. And what I feel like is this masculine waited too long to end something because it wasn't easy, because it was painful, and because it probably took away a lot of his finances and stability. All right, so this is the story that I'm getting. If this resonates with your story, by now you should know, or you've clicked off. We're going to take a look now at my viewers' point of view of the person on their heart and mind. If it didn't resonate, hopefully you'll go over and check your moon, your rising, your Venus, or cross-watch your person's zodiac. All right. I'm going to use the Twin Flame Journey Tarot, not because I believe this is Twin Flame, although it could be. If it is, you already know. It's not. This is not the video that's going to enlighten you to that fact. This is going to be a video that just confirms that fact. If you've already been on the journey. But the reason I'm using this tarot deck is because it's like an oracle deck. It's by Mystic Moon Oracles. She's on YouTube if you want to go check her out. And I just like the energy of the cards. They really kind of show me in a relationship the other person's intentions and thoughts and feelings. And that's what I'm trying to figure out here. So Spirit, I'd like to tap into the person on my viewer's heart and mind. I'd like to tap into the energy of my viewer's person. And I would like to figure out their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions, and their next action in the month of June. All right, the thoughts of my viewer's person when they think about my viewer. See, there's that Page of Pentacles 3 times, 3 different decks. This person had a plan. They really did have a plan. And they just thought that they had all the time in the world to rebuild their foundation before implementing it. And I think it took too long. Tell me about their heart space when it comes to my viewer. What do they feel in their heart? Ace of Pentacles, wise investment. This person has got to have Earth in their chart somewhere. In their moon, maybe a Virgo moon or Capricorn. Because this person puts a lot of value on value. But again, this Page of Pentacles is holding this Ace of Pentacles. And so when the person on my viewer, you guys' heart and mind, thinks about you, they've got a concrete idea and something to offer. a new beginning. It's their heart's desire is to have a new beginning, to have something solid to bring for that new beginning. Tell me about their intentions toward my viewer. What are their intentions toward my viewer? Again, concrete ideas, wise investment, planning, and decisions. It's the Two of Wands. They're trying to decide. But they're planning. They have a plan, or they had a plan. But I see with the Eight of Cups now, they're wondering if it's too late. Okay, and what will be their actions toward my viewer? Clear, concise messages for their actions in the month of June, please. Ten of Swords, painful ending. Ugh. They're grieving. Five of Cups. Ten of Swords. Or that Tower is something else altogether. That they have to, that has to end, that has to clear, that has to be transmuted. I'm hearing healed. Before this new beginning. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, the Sun. All right, let's clarify. Clarify this Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. See, I told you. They had a plan. They wanted to be stable. They wanted to be financially independent. They wanted to be reliable. They wanted to be committed. They wanted something solid. Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about their heart space. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Look, wise investment. Why? Because she's beautiful and she's loving and she's intuitive and sensitive. Clarify the Queen of Cups. It is the Queen of Swords. Spirit saying it is this Queen of Swords. Not only is she a wise investment, and I'm hiccuping, and I always hiccup when I'm channeling truth. Not only is she a wise investment, I'm saying she because that's just the way the energy is playing out, guys. It doesn't have to be a female, it's just energy. But not only is she a wise investment, intuitive and sensitive, she's also sharp and assertive. She's smart. What are the feelings, though? What are the feelings? This person is a very analytical person. What are my viewer's person's feelings for them? Regret. Old wounds. This person, I believe, has a lot of regrets about not taking that leap of faith. What are these old wounds? I'm going to get to this heart space one way or the other. How does the person on my viewer's heart and mind feel? What are their truest feelings? Soul searching. breakthrough in awareness, divine partnership, charging ahead, illumination. So this person is going within because of that tower. This person has a hard time with feelings. They show love through material like, if I love you, I'll have a good home to provide for you. If I love you, I can be stable and committed for you. I'll work hard. I'll build us a homestead. I'll show up for you. But this person has a hard time with cup energy. Like, there's no cups. The only cup is the page of cups, and that's like an apology. Like, it's a shy little... It's not... This person has a heart chakra that needs to be opened to love. And if this is a divine counterpart, because we did see divine partnership, this person is going to discover that. But they have to go into their heart and they have to heal. In order to have this breakthrough. Soul searching for awareness, divine partnership. All right, tell me about the Two of Wands. Why is it here? There's the Empress, divine feminine. This person's got a plan, or had a plan. They know what they want. They want this queen. And they're soul searching. Because I feel like there's a spiritual connection. We had the Emperor and the Empress. And the Four of Wands. I think this person's confused. I think they're thinking to themselves, well, I thought she was my girl, but now she's maybe with another person, and maybe she wasn't my girl, maybe she's his girl. And now they're confused and soul searching, and their plans have fallen through with the Tower. Tell me about the Two of Wands and the Empress, please. This person's been hurt. This person's been the victim of a narcissist, is what it feels like. Somebody played head games, mind games, and control. And this person's soul searching, trying to decide with the Two of Wands. Is she everything I think she is? Or I've always thought she is? Or maybe I'm just beginning to see that she is? Or is she just another manipulator, emotional manipulator. This person has trust issues. This person's been hurt. Painful ending. And that's the decision. Like, I don't know. I need to go within because I miss this queen, this empress. But I don't know. Is she really my divine? Is she my girl? Because this person don't have the vocabulary of divine feminine. Is this my girl, or is she just one more person that's going to hurt me, manipulate me, use me? Because this person works hard. They work hard. And I'll bet they've had experiences of feminines that use them for that purpose. Who their intentions are to go within and figure it out. What are their intentions? One more, please. On their intentions in the month of June. King of Cups. Emotional mastery. See, this person's going through a healing, guys. They're going through a healing. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We got the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. This person is afraid of their own feelings. Afraid that if they show their feelings, if they're vulnerable and let their heart show, that they will be hurt or used. But we've seen the King and the Queen of Wands the Emperor and the Empress and the King and Queen of Cups. I know that we had another King of Cups, but I think this is not that King of Cups. I think this is this King of Pentacles, King of Wands. This is this person trying to master their emotions, to figure it out. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here? For their actions. Good Lord. Clear, concise messages. What will they do toward my viewer, for my viewer, in regards to my viewer in the month of June, please? There's the King of Swords. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Quick wit and intellect. Oh, he's going cold because he's been hurt. So now he's overthinking. Tell me about this King of Swords. He wants to do what's right. See, this is the king I'm picking up on. These two kings are a very good depiction of this masculine. This is what they were before this happened and this happened. And so now he's cold and calculating and logical and thinking and planning and just not letting the heart guide him. Although I think it has been all along. Tell me about their actions. He's thinking of... Bindi. Tell me about his actions in the month of June. Ace of Wands. Thank you. Bindi! God. The guy next door has a dog, and he's probably walking them. Bindi, come here and be quiet. Good girl. Good girl. Letting Mama know. Now be quiet. Look at this, guys. Here, his intentions are to choose. Here, he's processing a 10 of Swords. He's thinking about it. And he's going to act. What does this Ace of Wands look like? It says spark. Is this action? Come on. It's a new beginning, right? Justice, soul contract. See, I think this could be a divine counterpart. 8 of Wands. He's going to do what's right. Page of Cups, bottom of the deck. Message of love. He's been sitting on the fence with that Page of Cups through the whole reading. In the month of June, you might just hear from this person. You might just hear from this person. Look at 4 of Wands. But there is competition. Yeah. So, I don't know, viewer. Let me know if you are dating somebody else or if there's somebody else in the picture. Because it feels like this masculine feels like he has to come forward sneaky with a strategy, with a plan, make this romantic gesture. Because he doesn't know. Either he doesn't know whether there's competition or if you're single, or maybe he does know and he's hoping that you will take his offer. Wow, 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 wow. Pisces, what do you got going on in the month of June? I hope this resonates with somebody. All right. I want messages for you, my viewer, from your person. Now, this is a collective reading and lots of people, hopefully lots of people will watch it. I don't know how many Pisces I have that are subscribed to my channel, but maybe people who aren't subscribed will find it. Either way, when we get messages, you have to use your own discernment, because there are going to be messages here that are yours and there will be messages here that belong to somebody else. And the only way to truly know is you have to listen to your own intuition. So if it feels right, own it. If it feels wrong, chuck it in the fuck it bucket and let somebody else own it. Okay? All right. Messages for my viewer from the person on their heart and mind in the month of June. Messages in the month of June. I think I missed some. I felt them, but they didn't pop. One more pass, Spirit. Messages for my viewer from this person. Oh my God, too many. All right, I'm just going to leave it there. And look at this where I cut the deck. Because see, I was shuffling and I stopped here because a chunk fell out. And I laid it down off camera. And then I used I put the chunk back in and used what was left and shuffled to the end. And this is what we get. You already know love is the answer. That's for somebody. All right, what do we got? Remember, take what's yours, leave what isn't yours for the person it is for. All right, we have I want you. We have love me. I'm open to compromise. We have wait, 7 of Pentacles. We have I still don't have all the answers. That's that wait. Remember, Hermit, going within. Wait, I still don't have all the answers. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Light. And I heard, when this fell out on the table, I heard, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I'm too afraid to talk, and I am addicted to you. Ooh. Okay, we're going to do this again with another deck. Messages for my viewer from their person. Clear, concise messages for my viewer from their person. Clear, concise messages for my viewer from their person. Bottom of the deck. I wish I had treated you better. Ooh, I knew exactly what I was doing. This person had a plan, guys. I'm afraid to contact you. We saw that. But I think they will. Boy, I hope they will. But it sure looks like they will. You and I were too young. Yeah, if this is somebody from your past. And look it. I channeled that. That is so freaking true. I hide behind material things. Yeah, because they've been hurt. They've had some toxic mind games and mind manipulation, emotional manipulation. Okay, let's get you some advice. You already know love is the answer. That's a message for somebody watching. You already know. You already know. Love is the answer. So if you have options, trust where your heart lies. Because that's where the true compass is. And obviously, this person is who you're asking about. So that's where your love or your heart is yearning. Unless you just want to know for curiosity's sake. But most people come to these readings because they really have feelings for the person on their heart and mind, and they just need to know what's going on. All right, advice for my viewer, please, in the month of June. Advice for my viewer in the month of June. Caution, fear of death and pain. See, you're afraid it's over too. Rejection, passion. I think you're being asked to really look at and surrender. Look, illuminate and surrender to the passion and get over this fear of rejection and pain and death. Come on, viewer, what's your problem? Get over it. Advice for my viewer. cycles. Light will always come even if you feel you're immersed in darkness. And we see it right here. Illumination. Surrender. Light will come. Can I get one more? Raven. You are full of mystery and magic. The spirit of the raven travels with you. One more. Things that make you go, So I saw a card. I wanted to put it down. But I heard a voice in my head saying, no. Shuffle and draw again. Gateway. The pain of your past becomes the gateway that leads to new beginnings. See, I do think you have a past with this person. And we have passion twice. Passion. Passion. Feel the power that comes from passion and focus on what excites your heart. Again, you already know that love is the answer. Where does your heart lie? Where does your heart have wings? And destiny. Whatever you're looking for is looking for you too. It was destined to happen. And somebody out there, if you are dating somebody else, and they feel like an energy vampire, they don't, because you have destiny here. I'm going to stay out of that. You guys decide for yourself what you want. All right, now I'm going to get you a timing card. Remember that time is not linear. Everything is happening in the now moment. We are multi-dimensional, multifaceted. And everything that we ever wanted to have, we've already created it in a timeline somewhere. And all we have to do in this timeline is to vibrationally align with it. That takes healing and time and intention. But I'm going to get you a timing card anyways. And you can trust it or you can chuck it. Timing for my viewer about their person. Oh, there's 3 there. We're going to shuffle that back in. Clear, concise messages. When will this happen? When will this come together? Taurus time, April through May. Commit yourself fully. Patience, endurance, and purpose. And we do have April on the bottom of the deck. Water your hopes and watch them start to bloom. Planting, nurture, and blossom. So currently we're in June. And so you might hear, I think you're going to hear from this person in June. But for a full-on union or a full-on completion of this journey, this cycle, whatever is going on, it may take till next April. Or you could be a powerful, conscious creator and make that shit happen right now. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Pisces or cross watchers, I love you. I hope this resonated, and I will see you in the next month's zodiacs. And of course, I hope you come and watch any pick-a-piles or random readings I post in between. Okay, I love you. Oh, and let me know in the comments section this month, like come back this month if you hear from this person. I'd really like to know. Okay? Namaste.